I'm going to spend a little bit of time on prospecting, and this is something that I think is probably near and dear to everybody, and something that, especially newer people have difficulty with. I'm not going to talk specifically about how to prospect because I don't want to do a whole class on that, but I want to just give you some basics in terms of, what I've found to be successful, what I've found not to be successful, what to avoid, and then obviously you can put it into action and get more information and talk to more people and network. Again, I'm here to throw out ideas and to bring things up and to help educate you. It's up to you still to go out and network with other people and talk to them and find out, systems and develop relationships with different people to be able to become successful in your own business. So the first thing I want to talk about is relationships. Okay, and I'm going to talk about this for a little bit. I think it's really important that you understand that network marketing is about relationships. Okay, and I know we talk a lot sometimes about running the numbers and building lists, and I even talk about that stuff, but that's just in terms of getting prospects to you. Okay, once they get to you and once you have a good quality prospect that's requesting information, now comes time to start building a relationship, okay? And I'm not talking, go on the phone 14 times and spend half an hour with them each time. I'm just talking about getting to know the prospect. It's important for you to understand what it is that the prospect wants, what it is that they're looking for, so that you can fill that need, okay? As a network marketer, we need to be very responsive to what our prospects are looking for, okay? Understand that our job isn't to sell somebody. Our job isn't to get people. Our job isn't to sell them into a deal, okay, or get their credit card. That's not our job. Our job is to provide, a service basically to the individual and build a relationship with them to be able to help them with what it is that they're looking for. Now, what is it that they're looking for? Well, primarily, most of the people that I talk to are looking for more money from home, okay, to make money. And we're going to provide that. But I still need to know why they want to make the money. I still need to know a little bit about their personality, okay, and what type of person they are so that I can better communicate with them. There's a lot of different places you can go online and pick up information about personality types and personality colors and things like that. There's a lot of our group in our primary businesses, we teach that very heavily in terms of, the different personality types that people are, to be able to identify that so you can quickly be able to communicate with the person better. But you need to build that rapport and build that relationship. And, the worst thing to do, and I've seen this time and time again, is people just use kind of a bland, script. And they just rip through that script so fast that the prospect doesn't even know what hit them. Okay, and you rip through that in 30 seconds, and they're getting, and they're saying yes, and you're getting, and then you get them on the call, and okay, great, and now we're going to make some money, and great, and you get on that presentation, you call me right back, and then we're going to slam, bam, boom, boom, right? And understand that doesn't build a relationship. Okay, the prospect doesn't even know what the heck hit them, and actually it puts them on the defensive, because you're not really a real person anymore. Now you're coming off more as a salesperson. If you're just running through that lead as a number, if it doesn't have a name or a pulse, and you just think of them as a number, and hopefully if I can put that number up on the board, maybe I'll get one of them, okay, you're going to have a lot tougher time enrolling people. You're going to have to go through a lot more numbers. But if you treat them as a potential partner, as a potential friend, and you talk to them like a real human being, and you spend an extra minute or two. Yeah, I'm not talking spend 12, 14, 18 minutes with the prospect. I'm just talking about, talking to them for a minute or two as a real person, finding out what they want. And if you get rid of that, the quicker you get rid of that script, okay, the scripts are great, and people write scripts for prospecting all the time, and there's different scripts for this and different scripts for that. Okay, but the quicker you can get rid of that script and talk to people, and there's still certain questions you should be asking, but the quicker you can get rid of that script, the more comfortable your prospect is going to feel. Okay, the better relationship you're going to be able to build in that short period of time. There's people in our organization and in our company that build relationships very well, very quickly, and it builds that trust so that the prospect, when they go to listen to the presentation, they know that Joel cares about them. They know that I'm going to be here to work with them and that I want to work with them. Okay, and we've built a bit of rapport. We've chatted a little bit. We talked about, a bit about the prospect, a bit about me and what we're going to do in our team and what we're going to help them. Okay, and I found out lots of information about the prospect, asked them a few questions. Okay, and understand that that's more important. Okay, that's more important than any other thing that you could possibly do on that first call. Okay, build some rapport and build that relationship with that prospect. And then, of course, the next thing we're going to do, so that's relationship, 101, I guess, at the beginning. And you can't build a relationship by reading a script and getting yes or no answers from a prospect. You just can't do that. Okay, you won't be able to. It'll come off as a salesperson. You won't be able to enroll as many people. You'll have a tougher time. People will avoid you after. They won't call you back. Okay, some people will. Okay, but not as many. Okay, I would say that, if you build a relationship at the beginning, before the call, before the presentation, before the conference call, whatever it is that you're going to put them on to show them your business, you're going to find that probably 80% more people will call you back than if you just rip through a generic script that you give them an opportunity to say yes 3 times and then they're on the call. Okay, those people will tend to avoid you more, okay, if you're doing that to them. So just understand that, and again, I'm not here to bash down anybody's systems. I know, we used to use a system where we'd rip through a script like that, and we enrolled a lot of people, okay? But what I found is when we slowed it down a little bit and built some relationships, even more people enroll, even more people come into the business, more people we can help. And not only that, the people are a lot more excited to get started. They're a lot easier to bring in because we built that rapport and that relationship. Okay. Now, the second thing, the presentation, I want to talk about a little bit. It's important to understand that you need to have a presentation for your opportunity that does a couple of things. And if it doesn't do some of these things, you need to fix it, you need to redo it, or you need to scrap it and just start over again. Okay. Most presentations are going to provide an opportunity for you to talk, or for the presenter to go through the product, the compensation, the company, the product, the company, the compensation. Okay, it's going to talk about all those things. The most important thing that most people miss, though, okay, and you can write this down, the most important thing that most people miss in their presentation is, what is the prospect going to do to make money? Right? What is it that the prospect is going to have to do? Most people, most presentations in the industry don't tell the new member what they're supposed to do. Okay? So have a look at your presentation and see whether or not you're telling your prospect what they're supposed to do. And if you're not, you better scrap it and restart. Okay? If they don't know what they're going to do in that presentation, if they don't understand how they're going to make money, you're going to have a tough time. You're going to have to explain it to them afterwards. Okay? And again, duplication says that the average person isn't going to be good at explaining that. So that's why you need to put it into your presentation. So, product, company, compensation, that's great, but you need to tell that prospect what you're going to do, okay, what they're going to do to be able to make money. Do they got to get people on the phone? Do they got to call people? Do they got to learn the internet? Do they got to go to their friends? What do they got to do? What are they actually physically going to do to make money and generate customers and get them into the business? Okay, and you need to get that across to them too. And the presentation, I guess another point to note about the presentation, again, and this is something that some of you guys are sitting there going, I already have all this and that, but I just need you to just listen closely and pay attention, take notes, and analyze what you're currently doing, because sometimes if you're missing one element or you're missing small little things, you're going to find that your success is a lot less than what we're doing, okay, than what I'm having for success and what Chad has for success, and we're very successful in this industry. Yeah, I'm not saying that to brag or boast. I'm just saying that, you got to pay attention and you got to understand what it is that you're doing versus what it is that successful people are doing. Okay, so the presentation needs to be done in a capacity where it does not require you to present. It does not require one of your upline, okay, to do a presentation or a close or something like that. Okay, it needs to be on either a conference call, it needs to be on a video online, an audio online, on a website to present to them. It needs to be somewhere, or a recorded message on a phone somewhere. It needs to be somewhere where they can listen to it at any time of the day, okay? Any time of the day, any time, because again, people have different schedules, and you don't want to lose somebody from coming into your business just because you can't get them to a presentation. Okay? It needs to be available any time of day, and also it has to be something like that, a conference call or online, an online recording or something like that, because then you can send multiple people to the same presentation. Okay? You're not sitting explaining to somebody what your business is all about, and you call them and you start explaining to them all about your business and how great it is and how many countries you're in and how much money you can make and how wonderful it is. Okay, that's not duplicatable. You will have a teeny tiny small business. Okay, but if you have somewhere to send people to get the presentation and to listen to it, okay, and you built that relationship before you sent them there, there's a good chance that they're going to come back to you, and if it makes sense to them and they're in the right frame of mind, they're ready to go, they're going to want to work with you, and they're going to want to work with that organization, that company, based on the system. Okay, I talked a little bit about the system earlier being one of the most important things. You need to have a system to take people through the process. Set the appointment first, okay, by building a bit of a relationship with them and get them to the presentation. Okay, the presentation needs to be done in a place where multiple people can listen to it at the same time, 100 people, 200 people. Okay, our business is shown hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times a day. Okay, hundreds of exposures per day to our presentation, and you need to be able to have the ability to do that. Now, the last thing is the follow-up. You need to follow up your prospects. You can't just send them to a presentation and hope maybe one day they might call you back. Okay, you need to actually do a follow-up and find out whether or not they're going to get started, whether or not they need more information, find out what they like best, and continue that relationship. 95% of the people will probably come into the business, if the business sounds good, because of you. Okay? As long as the business meets certain criteria and it sounds good and it makes sense, okay, you will enroll or sponsor the majority of the people because they get along with you, they trust you, and of course the presentation, it makes sense, right? The company, the compensation, everything, the system makes sense. They feel that they can do it, okay? Because think about this, guys, and I want you to understand this. Most people, when they answer an ad in a newspaper or they answer an ad online, most people just want to know a couple of things, okay? And you can write these things down. One, can I do this? Okay? They're looking to make money, but they want to know if they can do this. Am I able to do this? Can I see myself doing this? Can I do this? Well, how do I make money? Can I do this? Okay, the second thing is, can you help me? Are you going to help me do this? Can you show me how to do this? Okay, so can I do this, and are you going to help me? Okay, and if you satisfy those two things, most times people will come in. They'll join your business. You can sponsor them. If they feel comfortable and they trust that you can help them achieve their goals and help them build the business, and if they feel that they understand what it is that they have to do to make money, and they feel that they can do that, they're going to join. Think about that, right? As long as the product is solid, as long as the company's solid and makes sense, those are the only two questions left. Can I do this, or are you going to help me do it? Okay, will you be my mentor? And we talked about mentors last week and the importance of having a mentor, and why it's so important that you find somebody that's successful to be able to follow and to learn from and to be led by. Okay? So the follow-up is really, really important. And now, so that's the process. I mean, that's prospecting 101, I guess. That's what you need to have in place. Now, I didn't go through any specifics because I don't want to necessarily step on toes of people that have certain scripts and people that are, teaching certain things to their organization, okay? Because we're all going to have, we're a community here of lots of different companies, and generically trying to teach network marketing is sometimes a bit of a challenge because I don't necessarily want to go into too much detail because then it starts screwing people up from the systems that they're currently using. Okay, but I want you to just analyze the system that you have and make sure it meets certain things and make sure that, you have just the basics available to you. Beyond that, I mean, you're going to have to talk to different leaders in the industry, and you can talk to different people, see what their systems have, and maybe tweak and improve yours. You always need to be improving, by the way, guys, and educating. If I haven't got that across in the last number of weeks, you always need to learn more. There's always more to learn, okay? I don't think any of you guys have finished the internet yet, okay? I don't think any of you guys have read the entire internet or listened to all the audios online that are available on the whole internet, okay? So there's still more out there that we can learn, and there's still more out there that I can learn, right? I'm not, I go on training calls all the time and conference calls from other people that I want to learn from, okay? I am very successful. When you're making more money than me, I'll come on your training call and I'll learn from you. Okay? I go on people's training calls to learn from them. And guess what? I actually go on training calls sometimes to learn from people that make less money than me. So I want to learn what they're teaching too. Why? Because they have different experiences than me. They have different education. They have a different upbringing. They have a different approach maybe. And maybe I'm not necessarily going to follow them, okay, because they're making less than me. Okay, but I may come up with a new idea or learn a new technique or a new tool or something like that they provide too. Okay, so don't ever stop educating yourself or learning new things. So understand, I guess, from the prospecting point of view, there's a few things you integrally need. You need to set lots of appointments. You need to build that relationship with your prospects before you put them on the call. You need to, or to the presentation rather, you need to have a presentation, like I said, that, can be listened to or watched by many, many people at the same time at any time of the day. And you need to follow up all your prospects. Now, how do I become successful, Joel, specifically? Come on, I came on this call to learn exactly the steps that I need to do to be successful. Well, build your list. Call your list, set the appointments, show them your business, and follow them up. That's it. Okay? It's really not that hard, guys, to build a network marketing organization or to build customers or to talk to people, okay? The only difference between where I sit today and where you sit is a little bit of education, okay, or maybe a lot of education, depending on how much you educate yourself. So a little bit of education and a lot of action. That's the only difference. So I do this business full-time every single day, okay, and a lot of you guys are just starting out part-time, and maybe you've been at it part-time for a long time. Well, maybe you just need a little bit more education. Maybe you need a better leader to walk you in the right direction. Maybe your marketing system sucks. Okay, maybe you're in a fake company, okay, into some weird gifting program that no normal person would even join. Okay, think about that. And just understand as we build our businesses that we're just, and I'm begging you guys, I'm absolutely begging you, whoever it is, if you know the people that are sending me these emails, okay, these emails to join their $7, $3 superstar brand new ground floor, it was on Oprah special business, can you tell them to stop sending them to me? Okay? Tell them they need to get educated. Do that. Do me a favor, and I know I delete them all the time, and I guess I should take the time to try to educate those people. Okay, I'm not sure if we can get through to them or not, but I think if enough of us tell them to stop sending that crap around, okay, then maybe we can all work together to be in in legitimate businesses that do well for everybody, okay, and that can, have real products and services, and that, we can all make a long-term income. See, I look at everybody that sends me emails, and I guarantee you they all just want to make money, and that's okay. And I'm not saying that it's bad for you to want to do something to learn. I'm just saying, listen, let's stop doing weird things that, don't even make any sense. And let's start focusing on techniques and things like that actually do generate income. Let's concentrate on activities that make money, okay? And let's educate those people in our community that don't know what they're doing. That, there's one guy I know, he sends me a new program every single week, okay, or sometimes twice a week. And I look at these emails and I'm like, wow, that guy needs help. I need to help him because he sends me a new service or product or company or opportunity every single week, and it's like, what are you doing? I don't think he gets it. I think he thinks that if he just sends enough crap around, he's going to, pick up $10 here, $6 there, $3 there, $20 commission over there. okay? You need to focus on one solid, good company that you're going to build, and you need to build it, okay? And there's systems and tools that you can use, but don't join 14 main companies. Okay, I wouldn't join 14 primary MLM, big network marketing businesses and think that I'm going to get rich in them all, okay? Because I think that maybe people will just start joining them all. No, it's about the marketing system and the relationships, okay? So let's educate those people. Let's get the message out to the forums. Do me a favor, because I'm getting really sick and tired of looking at some of that stuff, you guys, okay? And I know it's probably not even anybody on this call that sends those, because I usually make fun of those type of people on almost every call, okay, that I do. So if you're coming to these calls regularly, it's probably not you, but do me a favor and let's start educating those people. Let's build relationships with them and let's help them, okay? Not to get them, okay, but just to get them thinking and to educate them and to help them be able to make the money that they're looking for. They're just a legitimate, honest person trying to make money too, and we need to help and support them, okay, in our community to be able to do that. And, you know, if we can build a strong community of educated, motivated, you know, network marketers, okay, we're all going to win. We're all going to be better for it. So I'm going to let you guys go. I wish you all the best. And, again, like I said, do me a favor. Just reply to some of those emails and let those people know that they need to get a little more educated. Tell them to come on my calls or tell them to get on some of the other training calls. Okay, let's all build real, solid businesses together, guys. Have a great night. Again, I'm Joel, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye for now.